We are here celebrating the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club now, something that you're very familiar with, the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Tell me, what does the Winter Sports Club mean to you?
It means a lot. It was kind of the thing I grew up in and kind of went there every single day after school. And so, be able to come back and do this foundation event to help support the Winter Sports Club and, further its legacy of, raising promising skiers and snowboarders, it's something sweet.
So what would you say to all the kids who look up to you and who've watched you, and what would you say to them about the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club?
It's probably the best place in the world for, development in Nordic sports and, snowboarding, cross country, all that. They have unbelievable coaches and unbelievable program run there, and, just keep going and follow what you want to do and it'll happen.
What are you doing right now?
Oh, just coming back. Was glad to come back here, but preparing for the next set of competitions, and we'll leave on January 3rd for Germany and France for some World Cup races, and try to keep the strong performances going.
Yeah, you've had an encouraging season so far. So what's up next? Are you feeling good? You feeling strong about what's to come?
Yeah, I'm definitely with those strong races I had the past weeks or so. It builds a lot of confidence, and you're really excited to go and try to do it again and build on what you had, and hopefully it works out.
Sounds good. Well, we've got your back in Steamboat Springs.
Okay, awesome.
All right, Deb Armstrong, we are here, and everyone's talking about the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Tell me what the Winter Sports Club means to you.
Oh my gosh, community, kids, health, recreation, lifelong learning, and passion, and fun, and just learning life skills. I mean, these kids learn it all, and it's not easy, but they enjoy to be challenged, and kids like to learn, and they do that with our program.
And it's important to have events like this where people like you show up, Olympians show up, and support the foundation, the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Why is this event important to you?
Winter sports are not federally funded, and we need community involvement. We need community support. Our club needs community support, and it is huge. I mean, this is the health of our kids and the health of our community, and the legacy of this town is so much wrapped in this club, and it's just a great thing to be involved with.
All right. Thank you so much. We're happy to see you here.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dad. All right, Johnny Spillane, we're here celebrating the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, and you've been involved with the club for a couple years, to say the least. So tell me about the club and what it's meant to you in your life.
Well, the club has always been so special, not only to me, but to the community. It provides so much for all the kids in town, and it's a great opportunity. It's the best after-school program in the world, and so we're thrilled to, it's given us so much opportunity that we're thrilled to give back any chance we get.
Absolutely. Well, you have a child now, so will she be groomed to go and participate in the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club herself?
Yeah, it'll definitely be her choice, but she'll have every opportunity, that's for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, what's going on with you? What's next in your life on the Johnny Spillane time frame?
I'm still competing, heading back over to Europe in a couple of days, getting ready to continue the season of World Cups. This year's a slightly boring year as there's no World Championships, there's no Olympics, so it's really kind of a long grind that we're going through right now, but there's 28 World Cups, and we're competing basically every weekend, so it's certainly busy.
All right, well, let's get in there and celebrate the Winter Sports Club, shall we?
Sounds good.
All right, thanks, Johnny. Yep. All righty, we're here celebrating the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, of course. Gary Crawford, tell me, you've been on all sides of the Winter Sports Club, so we're here celebrating tonight. Talk to me about what this club has meant to you.
Well, it's a lifelong commitment for me, both on the athlete side and the coaching side. I've been coaching now for 18 years with the club. Of course, grew up in the club, so it's a remarkable entity that this community has, and it's supported by the community, and the kids that can come out and just go to this big playground over at Howelson Hill is phenomenal, and we're so grateful to the city for giving us that playground for these kids to enjoy, and that the one that wants to come over and just have fun can do it, and the one that wants to come over and pursue dreams of Olympic goals can do that too. So it's a phenomenal playground.
Now, the foundation does this endowment for the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. How great of a gift is that for you?
Oh, it's a great gift, and I know their goal is to raise $10 million, so they can keep giving to the club every year, and it's phenomenal. It'll keep this club going for years and years, so we're very grateful to the foundation.
Well, we're grateful for you. Alrighty, we are here celebrating the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, which has been a big part of your life. So tell me, what does the Winter Sports Club mean to you?
Well, I came out here for my senior year of high school. I graduated from Whiteman, and ever since I was with the Winter Sports Club during my senior year, I've loved every bit of it. All the coaches have been so supportive. Eric Skinner, who heads up the freestyle program, has just done so much for me, as well as all the other coaches. So I couldn't be happier to be living in Steamboat and be training with the team.
Well, everybody gets together and comes out in huge support of the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. We're here tonight, the foundation giving a huge endowment, as they do every single year. So what does that mean when you see the community come together for something like the Winter Sports Club, like they are tonight?
I think it's really nice. It's really nice to live in a town that does have such a strong community, and that's one of the reasons why I've never left. The U.S. ski team is based out of Park City, so a lot of my teammates moved there, but I've always felt a really strong sense of community here and had so much support here, so I really like living here.
Okay, well, it's all paying off for you right now. Tell us what's going on with you, some exciting news in your life.
Yeah, I just started the season. We just came back from Finland and France, and I got a podium in Finland, so that was very exciting for me. It was my second podium on World Cup ever, so it was a great start to the season for me.
All right, well, congratulations. We're very proud. Thank you. Who was your favorite Whiteman instructor?
Mitch Globe, of course.
Can you say that one more time just so we get it clearly?
Mitch Globe.
Thank you. We are here talking about the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Chris Puckett, tell me what the Winter Sports Club means to you in your life.
Well, it means a lot. My kids are in the program, and what it means to me is a place for our kids to have a really healthy, competitive atmosphere where they learn to have fun and learn to accomplish things. And it really gives, I think it's the biggest after-school program in Routt County. It gives a lot of our kids things to do after school, and it just means everything to know that our kids have a good, healthy, safe place to have fun.
Yeah, and how does it feel at events like this where the whole community comes out in support of winter sports and the Winter Sports Club?
I think we all need to do this every once in a while. The Winter Sports Club tries to give the families the best fees they can, and we need to make up the difference in fundraising. And so I'm really proud of our community for coming out for something like this and doing the best we can to make up the difference.
All right, that sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was easy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, Ryan, we're here tonight celebrating the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, which you've been involved with for many years. So talk to me about your experience with the Winter Sports Club.
My experience has been a long one. I started in the sports club when I was about 10 years old, started racing, and then I moved into freestyle, and it's been a lot of fun, my whole career in the sports club. You meet a whole lot of kids, all the coaches are great. It's a one-of-a-kind experience, for sure, especially when you're surrounded with like Olympians. When you're a little kid and you see like, I don't know, Johnny Splain walk by, you're like, oh man, that guy has an Olympic medal, and it really just drives you to try and compete and work hard. It's been a lot of fun.
And then it's like old home week. You come here and everyone's coming back together to celebrate the Winter Sports Club. So that's nice when everyone gets together and celebrates, right?
Yeah, it's cool to see everyone. Parents and donors and even athletes. We don't get to talk to a lot of the other athletes because we're all in different places at different times. Different disciplines. It's cool to come back and talk to them, see how they're doing, what events they've done well in. I'm glad to be here. This is my first year here, and I'm definitely glad to see everyone.
All right, sounds good. Well, what's next up for you? What can we be looking forward to in the life of Ryan?
Oh, in the life of Ryan, I'll be skiing freestyle. I'll go on to World Cups in Deer Valley, and if I do well there, hopefully to China and Japan, and then on to the Olympics in Sochi if I make it. It's just got to keep at it, keep your head down, and hang on for the ride,
There you go. Well, you can do it. We got your back in Steamboat Springs.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All righty. Caroline Lee, one of our most beloved alums of the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. We're here tonight celebrating. Tell me, what has the sports club meant to you?
Well, I have gone through the whole array of the sports club. I started as an athlete when I was 16. went on to make the U.S. team, on to the Olympics, and now I've come back full circle. I'm actually coach and forever a proponent and supporter of the Winter Sports Club. So many thanks to them for all they did in my life, and I'm happy to help back now.
And it's nice to have everybody come together. We're saying it's like old home week, everyone kind of walking around saying, oh, what's going on? I haven't seen you for a while. What does it mean to you, this groundswell of support for the Winter Sports Club?
You know, I think well, for one of the community, you know, the Winter Sports Club is such a huge part of the community, so that's huge. And then I think for the youth, the future of Steamboat, so I'm very happy to be a part of that and a firm believer in that.
Thank you. Just like that. No, totally different. All right, we're here with Chad Fleischer, two-time Olympian. We're talking about the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Explain to me what the Winter Sports Club means to you.
Well, you know, I'm a former Olympian and a Winter Sports Club alumni here in Steamboat. So for me, it's about our chance to give back to the community. You know, growing up on Howison Hill, working with the Steamboat ski area, which puts a tremendous amount of money, effort, and time behind not only the Winter Sports Club, but the Winter Sports Club Foundation with their scholarship day to open the season. Chris Diamond and the rest of the crew do such an amazing job to support the Winter Sports Club to get more future Olympians to come out of Steamboat Springs. And nights like tonight are what you have to get that money in place, you know, to bring that fulfillment to these athletes.
You talk about the future Olympians. You have a couple that live in your house with you. What does it mean to have your kids growing up in a town that has the Winter Sports Club?
Oh, it means everything. I mean, both my kids are involved in the Winter Sports Club programs already, and they're 3 and 6. So do I want them to be in the Olympics? I mean, I think every parent in the world wants their kids to go to the Olympic Games, and it's my dream that maybe, if I'm lucky, and they work hard and you know, they're devoted to, I just want them to be happy and devoted to a winter sport, whatever it is, and if that means they go to the Olympics because they love it, great. But I think it's amazing that the Winter Sports Club has over 1,100 kids in the program, and it shows in our community. You know, we don't have kids that are overweight. We have kids that are very active. They live for snow, they live for biking, they just do it all. And gosh, that's really healthy. There's a lot to be said for that.
That's in thanks to the Winter Sports Club and to people like you, Chad Fleischer. Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Nice to high five. All righty, here with David Lamb, who has been a big part of the Steamboat community as far as skiing goes. David Lamb, talk to me about the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club.
Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club is a fantastic foundation and club. It is the heart and soul of this community. They breed Olympians, but more than that, they breed individuals and a way of life, character, respect, philosophy, discipline, and that translates out into the community, and then it translates out into the rest of the U.S. and the world as the athletes leave here. And so it's a fantastic way to have your kids have fun. The Winter Sports Club was my babysitter when I was a child, and so it's as easy as that, and it brought me to where I am, and I'm forever grateful for what I have now.
All right, sounds good. Well, we're grateful for you and grateful to have you here celebrating the Winter Sports Club. Thank you, David.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice job.